Please welcome ServiceNow Senior Vice President and General Manager, Data and Analytics, Gaurav Ravari.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Knowledge 25. This isn't my first Knowledge, but it is my first Knowledge as part of ServiceNow, and what an honor. It's great to be here with all of you, sharing ideas and imagining the future that we're going to build together. So yesterday, Bill and Amit introduced us to a whole new world, where humans and AI combine to transform the flow of work. This morning, we gave you a glimpse of that new world in action. You saw how AI agents across the enterprise speak, reason, understand your business, and are ready to join your team. So now let's talk more about what those agents need, because no matter how brilliant they are, they're only as good as your data. So Gartner tells us that through 2026, organizations will abandon 60% of AI projects due to a lack of AI-ready data. Similar Gartner focus result indicates that only 4% of technology leaders feel like their data is AI-ready. 4%. Tackling that is where the journey to an AI future must begin. So in this morning's keynote, I introduced 3 key requirements to help organizations get their data to be AI ready. Let's explore them further today. First, we need a database that's able to support a lot more agents doing a lot more work non-stop. This demands a database that can scale from millions to billions of transactions without compromising latency, consistency, or availability. And as agentic AI innovation accelerates, these workflows will become more complex and more intelligent. That means that our data platform must go beyond storage to enabling reasoning and decision-making. We need an AI-native database that unifies operational and analytical workloads, supporting high-throughput writes, low-latency reads. Good news is that RaptorDB is designed to do all of this and more. It's a platform-native AI-ready database, not only for powering billions of agent transactions, but it also allows us to turbocharge a popular product, Platform Analytics. Thanks to RaptorDB Pro, you can now drill down to an unlimited number of dimensions in Platform Analytics for rapid root cause analysis. For example, you can now ask how many customer service tickets were resolved in the past 30 days, with the ticket type being product issue, the priority being high, the support channel being phone, the customer satisfaction rating being 4 or higher, and group the results by ticket resolution type. Like I said in the morning, it's analytics at the speed of thought. And Raptor is performing in the wild. So one of the largest US mobile carriers relies on ServiceNow to support 120,000 employees and contractors. Facing the demands of over 130 million customer connections, the company upgraded to RaptorDB Pro, and everything clicked. 4x faster SQL response times, 73% faster report loading, 80% lower UI response times. Spread across 2 million monthly sessions, each 5-second improvement per session saves over 2,600 staff hours each month. That concrete, measurable business impact was made possible by the architectural breakthrough of RaptorDB Pro. Next, the second essential ingredient for AI success is unified enterprise data. To reason and act, AI agents need seamless access to enterprise data wherever it resides and a semantic understanding of that data. Enter Workflow Data Fabric, ServiceNow's integration and semantic layer that connects and contextualizes data across the enterprise to power intelligent agentic workflows. Zero-copy connectors enable this flexibility, integrating directly with existing architectures without needing to move the data. What sets Workflow Data Fabric apart isn't just the enterprise-wide reach or AI support. The key is that it is purpose-built for insight to action workflows. And that's where ServiceNow shines, turning data into action, not just insights. And so as we announced today, we're now scaling the reach of Workflow Data Fabric with something we're calling the Workflow Data Network. It's an ecosystem of 100+ top-tier data platforms, applications, and open source tools. What it does is it allows us to bring workflows, data fabrics, insight to action capabilities right to your doorstep by integrating with the data platforms you already have. And we're going even further, deepening our partnerships with major players to unlock the next wave of real-time intelligent automation. And we're excited to have such strong support. And you saw the video earlier today from partners like Snowflake, Google Cloud, Databricks, AWS, and Teradata, and many, many more. So that brings us to the third essential ingredient, data visibility and governance. Look, we all want to realize the promise of AI, but without trusted data, it's a pipe dream. Business users are stuck, searching endlessly for the right data, often unsure if what they find is even correct. Governance teams are maxed out. Managing metadata manually in this AI-driven era just doesn't scale. And data engineers? Well, they're buried under support tickets and cleanup work, fixing problems instead of driving innovation. We're here to solve those pain points and turn that pipe dream into reality. Just as ServiceNow has managed your IT assets, we're going to manage your data assets too, beginning with powerful data catalog and data governance capabilities. And that's why we're so thrilled and so proud to announce ServiceNow's intent to acquire data catalog and governance platform Data.World. Data.World turns data chaos into clarity, helping enterprise discover, enrich, and govern their data with meaning and context. Their solution helps you discover the right data fast through an intuitive interface and clear metadata. This gives us a knowledge graph-powered data catalog that provides end-to-end visibility across your data estate. And you can govern your data with your own data policies, lineage, and quality with confidence across the entire life cycle. We plan to integrate Data.World into Workflow Data Fabric, adding new catalog and data governance offerings beyond the data integration backbone that's already in place. This will allow Workflow Data Fabric to give every AI agent and every workflow the context needed to drive smarter actions and faster outcomes. Customers are already realizing tremendous value from Data.World across industries and use cases. Penguin Random House cut data discovery time down to 30 seconds or less, unlocking real productivity gains. Prologis, a top real estate logistics firm, saw onboarding and engagement accelerate by 5x with governed, democratized data. WPP, the world's largest advertising firm, is plugging their knowledge graph of semantics and metadata into their AI applications, rolling out to over 100,000 employees globally. I can't wait for many more customers to experience these kinds of results, combining the power of Data.World and Workflow Data Fabric on the ServiceNow AI platform. We'll share more when the transaction closes soon, but for now, you can join in our excitement and speak directly to the Data.World team at the Data and Analytics Expo zone. Why don't you all stand up, the Data.World team? Turn around and wave to the audience. We're just so delighted to be able to, very soon, welcome this team to ServiceNow. They're absolutely wonderful. What they have built is a remarkable product. Their customers rave about them. It's truly been a labor of love, and it's personally a pleasure and privilege to welcome them to the team. Okay. Now I'm excited to share an amazing success story with you of one of our customers who's on the leading edge of putting AI to work with data and analytics, Coty.
You have mirror and lipstick, red cosmetic,
Such a beautiful video, very appropriate for a beauty company. And now, to show you a demo, please welcome Christy Merriam, Senior Developer Advocate, and Evans Nicholson, Technical Marketing Manager. Take it away.
Thank you. All right. Optimizing sales on brand and fragrances is a key initiative at Coty. And that's because they've learned the hard way that when their artists they're partnering with are on tour, the locations where they are, the demand can surge. And if their inventory can't keep up, they lose out on potential sales. So today we're gonna take a look at how they resolve those challenges using ServiceNow's AI platform. And to do that, we're gonna start with Elaine, who is one of their supply chain managers at Coty. And it's her job to make sure that supply meets demand both efficiently and as cost effectively as possible. So to do that, Elaine has her lovely dashboard here where she can monitor key performance indicators. And she sees right away that there's a concerning uptick in the number of back orders. It's up 15% since April. But she also sees there's recommendations here on helping her improve that particular KPI. And she sees that process mining has found a bit of a lag in the process where we're matching artists manually with their concert dates and updating staffing and inventory all by hand. She validates that by drilling in a little bit further into process mining. And since she knows this is a highly manual task, this is a really good candidate for an AI agent. So she's gonna submit their request for her internal development team to go ahead and create and deploy that AI agent. So now with our AI agent in the works, we're gonna shift gears now to Sophia, who is a data steward at Coty. And it's her job to make sure that all the right data and connections are in the platform to support things like new AI agents and other workflows that might be running in the platform. The first thing she's gonna do is use Catalog Crawler now to go find relevant concert data. Now, thanks to Workflow Data Fabric, this is gonna recommend the best way to connect is zero copy access. which essentially means that we can use this data in the platform without replicating or moving that data. So we maintain that single secure source of truth for that concert data. Now, once this data is connected in the platform, it is immediately available. So Sophia can take her next step of creating a data product. This is essentially gathering all of the relevant concert data into a single place that's easy to manage and also easy to use. This allows her to next create a knowledge graph. The knowledge graph allows her to take this data product and connect it to other data sources like HR records, artist rosters, inventory, warehouse data, and create meaningful relationships amongst all this data, giving her a complete, cohesive, connected view into her ecosystem. Now, these aren't just pretty visualizations you see on the screen. They're also surfacing actionable contextual information for Sophia and can be used across the entire platform, whether it's an AI skill, it's an automation, or various other workflows on the platform. So now we're going to fast forward and look at Dan and see how this AI agent and all this new data on the platform supports other parts of the business. Now, Dan is a staffing manager at Coty, and he needs to check out any scheduling needs that are upcoming. So he's going to use Now Assist and the Employee Center to interact with that AI agent that was built. And that AI agent is immediately going to find some upcoming Coty performances. And this is automating all those manual steps that we saw before that were taking 6 days of manually associating artists to concerts data and then updating inventory and staffing. So he can go ahead and review those recommendations, and it's going to tell him based on those recommendations that he needs to update the inventory in the Las Vegas location for upcoming performances, as well as also adding some additional staff. So he can review them. He goes ahead and clicks approve, so that agent can now act and do all of that work in the background. Excellent. Okay. So now that we've resolved staffing and our inventory challenges, we're going to go back to Elaine, because another one of Elaine's jobs as a supply chain manager is to review incoming invoices. And because Dan has just approved a new invoice for inventory, she's received one from a logistics provider. And unfortunately, this logistics provider is still providing PDFs even in 2025. So there's no structured data, no API, something I'm sure most of you can probably relate to. There's probably a lot of PDFs still in action. And so she's going to review this, and instead of manually typing this data from the invoice over to the invoice record in ServiceNow, or even typing a prompt, she can click Create with Lens right from her workspace. Now, she can point ServiceNow Lens to that PDF invoice. In the past, this would require a lot of manual, error-prone processes that nobody really wanted to do anyway. So Lens is going to scan the document, map that invoice data directly into a record in ServiceNow, capturing all the required fields instantly, simplifying the overall invoice processing workflow. All right, so we're going to now fast forward again and see how all of these different pieces fit together to improve that KPI of back orders. So Elaine's back in her platform analytics workspace. Now, as we continue through here, I want you to notice just how quickly these pages are going to load. And that's because we're using RaptorDB Pro, which, as Gaurav said, is a high-performance analytics database or processing database built specifically for ServiceNow workloads. Pages are going to load faster, and multi-level breakdowns can be added to all of these different metrics. Because in the past, Elaine could really only add maybe 1 city or 2 products lines, not getting her right to the details that she needs. Today, she can do more with these KPIs thanks to RaptorDB. She can see all the key metrics for an entire operation in a single place on a dashboard that's going to load in seconds. We can see here that her KPIs are improved, as well as the inventory turn rate is up, even for the branded fragrance that was involved in the Las Vegas events. Okay, now we're going to recap. So Coty was able to optimize sales on branded fragrances. They were able to use process mining to identify inefficiencies in their process. They used AI agents to automate the association of their artists, performing artists, and their venues. And they were able to use RaptorDB Pro to get to the data that they needed in seconds. All right. That's it for the demo, but now we're very excited to share an impactful customer story of a global health and beauty leader on the leading edge using data analytics to put AI to work. Please welcome to the stage David Keene, Head of Global IT Delivery at Coty, and Derek Birdsong, Head of Product Marketing, Data and Analytics. Welcome.
Really excited to be here with all of you. Now, we heard a little bit about what Coty's business is, their global brands, a bit about their ethos and their values. I learned a little bit about what I should do with my skincare routine. But ultimately, we saw a real-world use case in an art of the possible demo for capabilities that are available today. But I think it would be a bit more impactful if we actually heard from Coty themselves. So I'm really excited to welcome David Keene to the stage, who leads global IT delivery for Coty. I'm really excited to hear David's story. So David, come join me. Really glad to have you here, David.
Hi.
So tell us more about this story and this journey with Coty. What's your role there? What's your charter at Coty?
So I'm responsible for our global IT service management function globally, which includes our ITIL processes, global service desk, but ultimately the ServiceNow platform.
Lovely.
And we've been with ServiceNow since 2019. Previously a remedy shop before that, but a very easy decision for us to take and one we haven't regretted since.
Brilliant. And so we saw some of the big strategic pillars from Coty in the video, but what do you think about every day? What are your top business objectives, and how specifically are data, AI, ServiceNow, and some of your other capabilities helping you achieve those objectives?
Yeah, our main objectives in our area is operational efficiency and end user experience. That's our main strategies there. Obviously with the data and AI, with workflow data fabric, with Databricks, that plays very much into that space for us as well. And we've been able, with that workflow data fabric connection with our Databricks, we've been able to develop a robust accounts payable help desk solution. With that, we're able to take vendor queries, which come in via email. ServiceNow takes those, creates the relevant cases, then takes that information of the invoice, takes it off to the Databricks data lake using the workflow data fabric, gets the information back and provides a constructed response to the vendor where they will then get all the information they need. For us, what that gives us really is obviously the experience for our vendors is improved greatly, but also it improves the processing time as well. And to give you an idea on that, 70% of our accounts payable queries are invoice queries. They're invoice chasing, where's our payment, that kind of thing. With this solution we've put in place, we've managed to reduce the time from 15 minutes for each case to 2 minutes for each case. And when you have 15, 16, 1700 a month, that's a considerable saving on our part. So on top of that, and this was the most important part for us, when we demoed that solution to senior leadership in other business functions, that was the aha moment for them when they realised that ServiceNow actually has the capabilities that they're looking for, and that now we're starting to see their requirements come to us.
Yeah. So this is a journey, right? It's not really an endpoint. It'd be cool if it was, but ultimately your data and AI journey with ServiceNow, what sort of really big hitting, high impact business results have you seen on that journey?
Yeah, historically, Coty struggled with data, right? Like most companies have done in the past. Our Databricks data lake was put in place probably 3 or 4 years ago, and that gave us access to exactly what we need in one place, right? And from there, that opened up then for us to be able to build the solutions we're talking about. I think at Coty, and it may be same with other companies, there's a reluctance to hook external systems into our business critical systems like SAP. Using the data lake has enabled us to take that data securely, access that data securely, make real-time decisions, and obviously real-time solutions.
So you've made some pretty incredible progress on this journey. I mean, you're one of the large customers at the leading edge of what we're doing with AI at ServiceNow, what you're doing as a strategy with AI yourselves, and one of the largest health and beauty brands in the world from a scale perspective. But where does Coty go next from here?
I think with the Workflow Data Fabric, we've proven that technology, we've proven we can do that. So having that unified data model across multiple sources gives us exactly what we need. I think for us, traditionally we've used traditional API connectivity with the Workflow Data Fabric and the work that Databricks has done with us, which has given us everything we need. We're able to go to market quicker with some of these solutions. And in the AI agents that we've just started to really test and play with, they're clearly going to give us the ability to build the more complex solutions that the business are asking for.
Amazing. It's an inspirational story. That, a lot to be learned. Certainly you from your peers from you as you make this journey. Really thank you for being here today, David. Thank you so much. Thanks for your partnership. Take care.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
So with that, I'd like to bring Gaurav Rawari back to the stage to sum this up for us and give us a few more insights.
Thank you, Derek and David. Okay, so we've talked about what it takes to get your data estate AI ready, a blazing fast database for operational and analytical workloads, a fabric that connects and unifies data access, and a powerful data catalog and governance solution to bring clarity, confidence, and control. With this foundation, your data is no longer just managed, it's activated and ready to fuel insight to action and power the next era of intelligent work. And we are here to support you every step of the way. This week, we're excited to dive even deeper. Join us for our many breakout sessions led by customers who are transforming their business with data, AI, and workflows, and discover what we're bringing to life over the next year in our strategy and roadmap sessions. And do visit the Data and Analytics Expo Zone to connect directly with our experts and the Data.World team. Thank you for joining us today. I can't wait to see how you put your data to work, and I look forward to continuing this journey together. Thank you.